Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, bahasham, Rawchaa Qadash. Double honors to my teachers, the apostles, and elders of Great Millstone. Much respect to the brothers laboring worldwide in truth and sincerity, and salutations and blessings to the hopeful elect, believing on the words of Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi. And this lesson is going to go into the abasement, all right, of Babylon the Great. How the Lord is bringing this place down piece by piece. Matter of fact, let's get that. Let's go to the book of Isaiah. Isaiah chapter 47. All right. This is Isaiah chapter 47 and verse 1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Who is this virgin daughter of Babylon? It's America, Babylon the Great. All right. The place where the Edomites have their power seat. Okay, let's prove that. Let's get Psalms. What's that? 137, maybe 139. Let's see. It's the book of Psalms, chapter 137. Yep. And verse 7. Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, even to the foundation thereof. Yeah, when the Babylonians was sieging us, right? O daughter of Babylon, see? Children of Edom are known as the daughter of Babylon, who ought to be destroyed. Happy shall he be that reward of thee as thou hast served us. So this daughter of Babylon that they were reading about in Isaiah, all right, is Esau Edom, the so-called white man, all right, here in America, which is known as Mystery Babylon, Babylon the Great. Isaiah 47:1, come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Yeah, confusion, right? Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. That's what we're going to view. America, the decline, all right, of this whore being put in the dust is being shown forth every day, all right? And this video is from the Epic Economist, all right? It says rats, public defecation, open drug use, and it says, and open drug use, major Western cities are becoming uninhabitable hellholes. You see? Let's play it.
Virtually everyone that comes to visit one of our major cities in the West gets shocked to see the rapid degradation of our urban spaces. Those who live in these cities often learn to ignore the signs of decay that are spread everywhere. But those who are just passing by just can't believe what their eyes are seeing. Massive piles of trash, public defecation, rat infestations, and substance abuse, all happening in broad daylight. Our western cities used to make our country proud and set an example for the rest of the world. Now, they serve as examples of America's accelerating downfall. The worst air.
Oh, we just read that in Isaiah. Come down and sit in the dust. We're witnessing America's downfall.
Areas of our major western cities look like post-apocalyptic wastelands. The lack of public sanitation leaves hordes of homeless people living in the dirt. The ironic thing is that many of these cities aren't poor at all. In fact, some of them are amongst the wealthiest cities in the U.S. That leaves us wondering, if conditions are decaying so dramatically right now, how bad will things get when the economy starts to falter again?
That's the thing with the Lord. He's creating a slow death. He's extending Esau's torture. All right? And the Lord is not gonna let you devils off easy. Now He gonna stretch it out, man. He's endured with much long suffering the vessels of wrath, fitted for destruction.
Regain. In today's video, we're going to expose the dire state of America's urban centers. But before moving on, please support us by leaving a thumbs up and subscribing to our channel so you don't miss our future videos. Let's just go ahead and start discussing the worrying rat epidemic that has been hitting Los Angeles. The rat.
Didn't the Lord say He's gonna send plagues upon Egypt as before? So now what we see, a rat invasion in western cities. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 15 and verse 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. Yeah, that word incredulity means unbelief, right? The Lord said, don't worry about that. It says, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. You don't want to believe the report. You don't want to hearken to the voice of the Lord. Guess what? You're going to die. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. That word destruction is a compound word, okay? D meaning away, struction. So the Lord is taking away, what structure meaning structure. So the Lord is taking away the structure of Babylon the Great. All right, that's why it come down and sit in the dust. It says, for wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Therefore, saith the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit. Yeah, what month is this? Pride month. They profanely commit this, man. They have no fear of the Heavenly Father. All right? Neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually. And hey, all times of day, all times of night, a brother putting up a video, an apostle, an elder putting up a video. Why? Because we are complaining, all right, continuously. You see? That portionate widow, what is that, Luke 18? It says, and therefore thus saith the Lord, I will surely avenge them and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them. See that? Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt. See that? Where is Egypt? America, Babylon the Great. Spiritually Egypt and spiritually Sodom, right? What is that? Revelations 11. Joel 3 and 19, where it says in the same breath is mentioning Egypt and Edom. All right. Deuteronomy 28 and 68. All right. I will bring thee into Egypt again with ships. So this Egypt is America. It says, behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt. But, and this is the point, I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm. Who is that mighty hand and stretched out arm? Yahawashi. And smite Egypt with plagues as before. See that? Therefore, I will destroy all the land thereof. Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague, and the punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it, that ultimate plague, is those ICBM missiles. All right? That's going to destroy the foundation of America, Babylon the Great. Let's go back to the video.
Rat problem in the Sunny City is widespread and rampant, particularly in trash
Hey, man, that's a plague, man. A plague of rats, man. You seen that in Australia. See?
congested areas near the city's downtown. Due to poor public sanitation, the population of rats continues to grow. According to Orkin's survey of America.
Whoa. You got Chicago, Los Angeles, New York, Washington, D.C., San Francisco, Columbus, Ohio, Norfolk, Virginia, Richmond, Virginia, Sacramento, and St. Louis. See that? These are what Oregon ranked metro regions by the number of new rodent treatments performed from September 15, 2020 to September 15, 2021. See, this ranking includes both residential and commercial treatments. Hey, and I know for a fact in the place where we teach at on Saturdays, it has a huge rat infestation in that park, man. It's huge. You can hear them rustling in the bushes. So yeah, the Lord is bringing this rat plague upon Egypt, man.
America.
And look, that ain't the lead. That ain't the Lord is breaking Babylon down.
Most rat-infected cities, LA now ranks number 2. In 2018, the rat problem has become so out of control that it has resulted in a typhus outbreak. Typhus is typically spread by fleas who've been infected by diseased rats and other critters. In 2021, as schools came back after almost 2 years of intermittent shutdowns, this issue has gotten so bad that just before the new academic year started in August, a local high school was forced to close because they were invaded by rats. The LA Times reported that when the teachers arrived, they found a horrific scene. Rats on the floor, rat nests in the cabinets, excrement all over students' desks. Those who are unfamiliar with the sanitation problem faced by Los Angeles are drawn to the city because of the magical image portrayed in movies and on TV. But
Yeah, you know what we call tender and delicate. All right, the Lord, the magical things portrayed on TV. Yeah, they're witchcraft, man. It's failing. People now seeing that filthy whore for what she is.
the truth is that LA is becoming a very filthy place. Needless to say, rats thrive in such an environment. In an article for the LA Times, journalist Steve Lopez details his battle against the rodents. East side, west side, north and south, they're everywhere. If you're a rat, the California housing crisis has not hit you yet, and it never will, he wrote. At our house, it sounded like the rats were having relay races in the ceiling, and they don't wear sneakers. Your eyes blink and your leg twitches as you drift off to sleep, knowing that if the plague comes back, you are living at ground zero.
Whoa, see what that? It says your eyes blink and your leg twitches as you drift off to sleep, knowing that if the plague, see that, if the plague comes back, you are living at ground zero. Plague, man. Plague of rats. The Lord said He's gonna bring plagues.
Zero. In our garden, they devoured entire heads of lettuce. They destroyed my squash just before it was ripe and ready to eat. They stole my tomatoes, cilantro, and Anaheim chili peppers. Were they bottling their own salsa? Lopez humorously remarks. But there's no point in being too hard on LA because similar scenes are happening all across the West. For instance, a massive mice infestation led local authorities to close several restaurants and bars in Chicago this winter. Chicago's problem with rodents is well known by now. 2022 was the 6th consecutive year in which the city was ranked number 1 as the most rat-infected in the entire country. The Chicago Tribune reported that when the economy reopened in 2021, local businesses saw an explosion of rat complaints, with the creatures scurrying to find alternate dining. The city is aware of the problem, and a study conducted last year has shown that inadequate disposal of rubbish in high-density neighborhoods was the main cause. For over 10 years, Chicago has been attempting to tame the rat problem without success. That prompted the local Humane Society to try to tackle the issue by placing 10 to 15 feral cats in neighborhoods every month. So far, over 1,000 cats have been released on the city's streets. Some locals say they did see a decline in the number of rats. we've been able to at least take this whole city block. We've seen a vast reduction in any sort of rat activity, and we no longer have rat droppings in our backyard, one of them said. The lack of proper sanitation and the significant growth of homeless encampments have also been contributing to the continuing degradation of U.S. urban life. In Salem, Oregon, the resident of one of such encampments said the rodent plague was out of control. Amid the trash, human despair, and anguish, one weeping woman prepared to leave the most recent place she knows as home without any real inkling of where she'll go next. Terry Balo, an outreach worker with the Salvation Army, has been here for the darker moments of living life under a bridge. Anger, mental illness, substance abuse, and human frustration boiling over at times everywhere one looks. Yet, it was a...
Yeah, everywhere one looks. There's no hope in this place. This is Isaiah chapter 24 and verse 7. The new wine mourneth, the vine languisheth, all the merry-hearted do sigh. Yeah, at one point in time, these people, all right, was in good case. All right, until America Babylon the Great was on a steady decline. You know, they really thought themselves in good case, but now we're seeing what? We're seeing the steady decline of Babylon the Great. You know, homeless camps everywhere. You know, let's go back.
Such encampments said the rodent plague was out of control. Amid the trash, human despair, and anguish, one weeping woman prepared to leave the most recent place she knows as home without any real inkling of where she'll go next.
It said human despair and anguish, man. You see? It says the mirth of the tabrets ceaseth, the noise of them that rejoiceth endeth, and the joy of the harp ceaseth. See that? They shall not drink wine with the song. Yeah, when they out there trying to stay warm with that alcohol, drinking their sorrows away. They shall not drink wine with a song. Strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it. The city of confusion, yeah, America, Babylon the Great, the city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up that no man may come in. You see that? There is a crying for wine in the streets. Yeah, they don't have any way out, man. There's no doctrine that they can present to the people to get them off the streets, to clean up those certain cities or those rat infestation, right? All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone. See?
Terry Balo, an outreach worker with the Salvation Army, has been here for the darker moments of living life under...
Yeah, let's skip ahead. Okay. I'm gonna skip the back. Right here.
About it, he said, I hope my American hosts will forgive me for raising this, but the squalor we saw in the city was frightful. San Francisco has always been one of my favorite U.S. cities, but the degree of homelessness, mental illness, and drug abuse we saw on this trip was truly shocking. Yeah.
This is Jeremiah chapter 51 and verse 8. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her? Take balm for her pain, if so be she may be healed. We would have healed Babylon, the Lord is being facetious. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, and let us go, every one into his own country, for her judgment reacheth unto heaven, and is lifted up even to the sky. So the Lord is looking down on this place, all right, and judging this place. What it say? How do it go? The eyes of the Lord are on the sinful kingdom. Yeah, Babylon the Great. The Lord is looking down on you, and He's judging you little by little. All right, with these outstanding plagues.
He emphasized. Walking round San Francisco on a Sunday morning, we saw sights we could not believe. This must be one of the richest cities in the world, home to 4 of the 10 richest people on the planet. I asked friends about it, and they shrugged it off. The city has always attracted the homeless because of the mild weather. It's a drug thing, or it's too difficult. You get used to it. Well, I didn't, Blaine continued. I found it quite shocking the number of folks sleeping rough on the sidewalks, the filth, mental illness, and degradation on view just a few meters from the financial center driving Silicon Valley. It's a city where the destitute seem to have become invisible to the Uber hailing elites. We found ourselves hopping on one of the beautiful F route trolley buses to find nearly every seat occupied by someone lugging around their worldly possessions in a plastic bag. It was
Woo! Public transportation was riding around people that were homeless, man. You see that?
desperately sad, Blaine exposed. On top of all that, San Francisco has the highest rate of carjackings in the country. Since last year, the number of car break-ins has spiked nearly 200%. On average, 74 car break-ins happen in San Francisco every day. However, the district attorney's office says that officers only make arrests in less than 2% of car break-in cases.
Damn.
It has been said that as goes California, so goes the country. So,
Whoa, did you hear it?
that as goes California, so goes the country.
Hey, it's just a matter of time, man. This is 2nd Ezra, chapter 9. I'm going to get straight to the point. It's verse 6. Even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings in wonder and powerful works, and endings in effects and signs. So we're seeing the signs of America, Babylon the Great being brought low, of the falling of this empire.
So, if this is where the rest of the nation is headed, this means we are in deep, deep trouble. According to data provided by the National Insurance Bureau, other cities around the country also recorded a massive surge in the number of carjackings. From 2019 to 2021, Minneapolis saw the rate of overall carjackings skyrocket by 339%, followed by New York City at 277%, Washington, D.C. at 267%, Chicago at 171%, New Orleans at 170%. If only America's founders could see us now, they would be incredibly disgusted. Our major cities are gradually becoming uninhabitable hellholes where
Gradualism, man. The Lord is hitting this place with scourges. He's stretching out the punishment.
problems like these are considered normal. America is in an advanced state of decay. Conditions continue.
Whoa, we read it. He said America is in an advanced state of decay. Oh, the worms are spread under thee. Yeah, man.
To deteriorate with each passing year. If nothing is done to reverse this alarming trend, homelessness, poverty, and public health problems will just keep getting worse.
No, there's nothing that can help this whore. She can't be healed. All right? Let's finish it out. This is Jeremiah chapter 4 and verse 25. It reads, My children, suffer patiently the wrath that is come upon you from the Most High. Yeah, the Lord brought us in this hell. He put us in this internment camp, in this jail, in this prison known as America, Babylon the Great. For thine enemy have persecuted thee, but shortly thou shalt see his destruction. See that? And shalt tread upon his neck. My delicate ones have gone rough ways, and were taken away as a flock caught of the enemies. Who are the delicate ones? The Israelites, man. All right. Be of good comfort, O my children, and cry unto the Most High. See that? We're crying out day and night, right? For ye shall be remembered of him that brought these things upon you. For as it were your mind to go astray from the Most High, so being returned, seek him 10 times more. For he that brought these plagues upon you shall bring you everlasting joy with your salvation. Take good heart, O Jerusalem. Jerusalem is a people before it's a place. For he that gave thee that name will comfort thee. And this is the point I wanted to get to. But we had to read all that to get the context. Miserable are they that afflicted thee and rejoiced at thy fall. Miserable are the cities, see, miserable are the cities which thy children serve. Miserable is she that received thy sons. Yeah, America, Babylon the Great is being brought down to desolation. See, for as she rejoiced at your ruin and was glad at thy fall, so shall she be grieved at her own desolation. See, it's the Lord Yahawashi showing us that he's fighting for us, all right, on all different levels. So that's going to be it for the lesson. Lord willing, it's been edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, bahasham, Rawchaa Qadash. Double honor to my teachers, the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Lord willing, coming next you with another lesson. Till the next time, I say Shalom, DTA, and a Bible ball. Soon.